Ooh, here we go.
How can I help you?
So I think there's a mistake on the bill, but maybe you could help me out. We got a bill, and then we realized that you guys didn't have our insurance, so we sent you the insurance, and it looks like the bill went up.
It went up?
Yeah, the first bill we got without the insurance was $600, and then the second one was almost $1,300.
Okay. Yeah, so that the first invoice you received, that's a discount that you receive if you're uninsured. So you're not eligible for the discount since you are insured. And so the bill was $2,342.14. We billed your insurance. Your insurance only paid $1,078.85.
Can I go back to the discount without the insurance?
No. Because now we know you got
So
insurance.
you're insured, so you're not eligible for the discount.
If I go cancel my insurance, am I eligible for the discount?
No, because at the time when you went to the hospital, you were insured. So you were not. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
If I go cancel my insurance, am I eligible for the discount?
No, sir, because we checked eligibility and you do have active coverage for data service.
Oh, I needed to cancel it before I got the service to get the discount.
You're only eligible for the discount if you're uninsured.
Okay, so I'll get cheaper health care if I'm uninsured.
If you're uninsured, you're eligible for the discount, correct?
See how he's not even saying, he's not exactly repeating that. He's saying what he's saying.
Now I'm gonna defend the guy on the phone because he knows this is bullshit.
Yes.
You could hear it in his voice that
Yeah.
he hates what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right now. He just has to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know how I know? I was that guy.
Yeah.
When you know you're on the phone and you there's some company politics,
Yeah.
but I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to get paid. You trying not to pay? I'm trying to get paid.
All right, here we go.
Is this common? Like I pay for insurance and I end up paying more out of pocket because I pay for a premium? That's wild.
This is just a new law that passed or started 2024 AB 716, and the law is if you receive a discount if you're uninsured.
Okay.
So when we first send a invoice to the patient, we bill them as if they're uninsured. If you're insured, unfortunately, you're not eligible for the discount.
Okay, so just if I have the incentives straight here, if I want to pay less for medical care, I should cancel my insurance if my daughter needs life-saving medical care?
Not necessarily.
I'm not sure. I don't know, sir.
It's this.
You should cancel your insurance. I'm just letting you know that discount's only for patients who are uninsured.
Okay, that is special. That is a special law. So there's no way to put that discount onto an insured person. Only the uninsured people get that.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
All
Because
right.
the thing that happened is that you have to have that. He said, so I should get uninsured in order to get the service. No, because some hospitals are not going to admit you if you do not have insurance. So the thing that you have to do, of course it's satire, and I'm not being serious with that, but the things that you have to do is you get admitted to the hospital with your insurance, and before you get when they say they're going to do a procedure on you, you need to cancel right before you get the procedure. You need to cancel your insurance.
And this is why Canada has zero interest in being the 51st state. Your country is fucking ass backwards. I don't care what nobody says. I also say this. Free Luigi Mangione, okay? Fuck all the people who have something to say. I don't care what nobody says. When I hear stories like this where you lose money because you pay for insurance.
Because you did what you were supposed to do.
I saw stories of people receiving $2 million bills because a parent of theirs was putting like an old decrepit home for people who were comatose and died 2 years later. So the children had to pay $2 million. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. That is a fucking backwards ass system, and none of you guys can tell me otherwise. If you think for a second, yeah, and you know what, I'll say this too. I personally, it doesn't matter who wins. It doesn't matter who gets elected. It doesn't matter what system I exist in, because I'm always going to win. Why? Because I'm rich, bitch. All of these problems that we're describing, we're discussing here, they hurt you guys. They hurt the average person. So when you hear all these rich people, and they're like, well, this is absolutely wrong. You know, these CEOs, they have to be protected. Like, this insurance system is very good. It's because they can afford the best healthcare. It's because they can afford everything. And they're never going to be negatively impacted by any of this shit.
Although Canada is not perfect in the healthcare because you have to wait and some people do die. And because I have money, I do pay on my taxes for the service, but I don't receive the service that I paid for. So I go to the private sector. What I was saying is true. It does affect y'all guys and not people like us. And that's crazy. Because I can still afford to pay the private and still go there while most people can't. Yep. And that is crazy. So everybody, even when you're sick, they try to benefit from you. And that's the crazy part.
America as a country, it blows my mind sometimes when I hear how some of their systems function. It really does feel like a third world country, or basically a system that's basically built to siphon every dollar out of you every chance you get. The idea that you can get a $2 million bill for a parent who's comatose is fucking insanity to me. But that's a real story. And the idea that like you have a bad health situation that hits you guys randomly and it ruins you financially, I couldn't deal with it. But I recently saw this spat between Bill Burr and Ben Shappiro over all this stuff. And I kind of want to just play a quick clip.
Here is Bill Burr yesterday explaining that he is perfectly fine with CEOs having to live with full-time security because they fear they might be, because after all, they're murderers too.
None of these news programs are talking about the incredible lack of empathy from the general public about this because of how these insurance companies treat people when they are at their most vulnerable, after we've all given them our money every month, and now we finally need you, and all you do is deny us. By and large, you're all a bunch of selfish, greedy pieces of shit, and a lot of you are mass murderers. You just don't pull the trigger. That's why it looks clean. That's why these people look, oh my God, oh, he was just, walking into a hotel. It's like, okay, but what was his job? What did he do? What was the results of it?
Okay, Bill Burr is and a piece of... Okay, well, what he is saying here is truly evil.
Truly evil? No, what's evil is the fact that as long as somebody wears a bow tie and they don't actually put a knife into somebody's chest, they're never going to be seen as a mass murdering piece of shit. It's crazy to me. You know what this makes me think of? There's a lot of people in society who, as long as you're polite, you look like you're in the wrong. Even if you're being antagonistic, even if behind closed doors you're robbing me of every penny through the banking system, as long as you got the right outfit, you present well, and you're like, listen, I understand your anger, but the system is how it is, and you just have to accept. As long as you talk like that, a lot of people will say this person deserves, even though they're driving dozens of family to suicide and all kinds of death, right? Because of financial ruination. As long as you have the right, it's the reason why white collar crimes are never persecuted as badly as, crimes of passion or whatever. Why? Because the kinds of people who do the white collar crimes are the kinds of people that the government and the system tries to protect as much as possible. That's the truth.
There's some people that have the same sentence for stealing millions of dollars than stealing like 1,000 or a pack of gum or something.
Not a pack of gum. That might be far-fetched.
You know what I'm talking about.
I get what you're saying. People can steal a dozen life savings of people who've worked till retirement, driven these people to being homeless and offing themselves.
And get 6 months.
They'll never be seen as a murderer.
Yep.
But they are. They are. And I hate the idea that I live in a system where social media personalities are trying to convince me that these people are not evil.
And that the Bill Burr is the asshole.
You think these fucking healthcare CEOs don't know that a bunch of people are dying because of what they're doing? They know.
They know.
They know. They laugh about it. They don't care. It takes a really fucked up person to do that kind of job. And anyone who's going to sit in the comments and try to convince me otherwise, if you could truly sit in that CEO position and watch people die every day so you could turn a profit, you're trash too.
I mean, you don't see it. You're not doing the denying. You know what I mean? That's not what you do.
No.
But, you're providing the weapons to the killers.
Knowing what they're going to do. And you're giving them kickbacks for doing what they're going to do.
You're as bad. You're even worse.
No, they're not just providing the weapons. They're incentivizing them to go do that shit.
You're even worse.
So no,
So
I
it's like,
sided with Bill
I'm gonna
Burr.
give you the whipping for you to. I'm gonna give you the whipping for you to do that.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm getting paid for killing these people.
Yep. And I just want you to think, what is it that all these social media personalities, all these, we fight for the little man, we're against corruption. Why are all of them siding with these CEOs? Like I told you guys, the rich people, me preach, we make enough money where we are insulated from a lot of this stuff. We're insulated from vast majority of it. No?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be honest. The reason why I don't like it is because I have people around me who still have to deal with it on a regular basis. So I see their suffering. I've had friends, like I said, I've lived in the States for a long time. Some of my best friends live over there. I've seen what happens to them when their shoulder's busted and they refuse to go to a hospital because they know they can't afford it. And the premiums, they stopped paying that shit a long time ago. So they'd have to pay a couple thousand that they don't have to, they got to pay rent every month. They live in paycheck to paycheck. So I'm like, knowing these people's situations and knowing how the system works, how could I not wish for them to be in better situations? But a lot of rich people, I'll tell you what they do. The moment they make money, they switch up their friends. The moment they make money, they pull up the ladder behind them. And it's fuck everybody else. How could I save every tax dollar? How could I save every dime? How could I make sure that my portfolio grows? Everything for them is just about how much more money they can get with. And that's why you see even the kind of guests that they have, the kind of people they interact with, all of a sudden, it stopped being the local Joe Schmoes and it's only rich people. Like, when did we get to a point where we're now looking at people like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and all these fucking weirdo personalities and going, yeah, these are really cool people. As they're trying to cut Social Security, as they're trying to make sure that you guys are not going to have money for your retirement. Like, when did we get to a point where we're looking at these people like they're the good guys? I think that's crazy. But again, it's going to be your loss, not mine. So
They were able to pin people against each other.
yeah,
They were able to select certain folk and say, hey, they're the problem.
yeah,
It's really us, but it's them. And it worked. That's why they're cool.
Yeah.
That's why they're cool, because they mirror something like, we're going to solve the problem that is really not existent. You think it is, but it's not what it is.
yeah.
That's why.
But I think this is an interesting topic. We want to talk about it with you guys. So let us know what y'all think in the comments below.